Hey everybody, I'm John Granato, and that's Lance Zierlein. We are on the bench, mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. And if you have not yet done it, hit subscribe so you get all our content here on SportsMap HOU. Hey Lance, this week the Rockets held their media day. One of the interesting points was that even though John Wall and the Rockets have mutually agreed to part ways, he will continue to be around the team to mentor the younger players. Is that a good idea?
I don't know. I don't know what his attitude is. I don't know what kind of personality he has. I guess the Rockets must feel okay with that. I guess he's going to – this is a weird city. They get contracts and they pay guys and they say, listen, we'd rather you not play. Don't show up at the facility. Go through the processes. We want to give you a check. We want you to make it – listen, we want you to make as much as you can make with your contract and pay it off, but we don't require that you come in here and do anything. So I guess that's the least he can do is try to mentor people from wherever he's going to be, the club, the beach. I know he's going to practice from time to time and whatnot. He's not going to travel with the team, but there's always text strings. Like you could, hey, great job out there today, guys. Send, and then somebody will mute the text string or whatever. But I guess he could be a great leader from a text string too. That's probably great.
Well, he'll probably be at practice and he'll probably be showing, and maybe he even
probably.
But he's got to practice. He's got to stay in shape. He hopefully is going to be on another team. I would hope so. And he's got to, maybe he'll be working out with the guys and he'll give them some advice about stuff or something. I don't know. I just think John Wall really is not somebody that I really want around the guys all that. If you
the
want to know
last
the
time
truth.
John Wall was good, Jalen Green was like 15. He may not even care about John Wall. Who is John Wall going to mentor? He's dead man walking. Everyone knows that he's not a Houston Rocket. He's out the door as soon as the Rockets can find anybody that will take him for any amount of money or any amount of trades. I mean, you think anyone's going to actually listen to – boy, they don't even listen to guys like – all-time greats anymore. Young players don't. You can listen to John Wall? Really?
Honestly.
Man, please impart your wisdom, John Wall.
No, I'm sure, guys like Jalen Green I had no idea, who was John Wall. I haven't seen him play in the NBA in 3-4 years. He was with the Rockets last year. Nobody watched him play.
John Wall is still in the league. He's with the team that I got drafted by?
One thing that they will be very impressed by John Wall is his $91 million over the next 2 years.
That's impressive.
So they'll be like, now that guy, now he's getting it.
Yeah, as long as he's paying for everything, they'll be impressed.
How did you do that? That's what I want to know. How'd you get $91 million for doing nothing? That's what I want to know. Christian Wood told the media his goal for the team was to make the playoffs this year, and he feels that that's realistic given the talent on the team. I think they're talented. I think they're really young. I think that it's not far. I don't know that they're that far off. They need a few more pieces, and they got to get some experience and maybe a little bit bigger and, stronger and all of that stuff. But, it's something that Christian Wood had to say. I don't think they're a playoff team this year, but I don't think they're far away.
Well, that should be the goal. I think their real goal is a 10 seed. I think that's a legitimate goal is to be, we'd like to be the 10th best team in the West, a 10 seed. I think that's more of a realistic goal for them. You have to make the goal the playoffs if you're the Rockets. You have to say all the things. And they're more talented than they were last year, obviously, but it's still very young talent, very inexperienced talent for the most part. And so obviously they're going to be long shots to make the playoffs. I don't have a problem with Christian Wood saying that. That's fine. If you're in one of the top 10 teams in the West, that means that you have been sniffing around the playoffs at least. I think that's a great step forward for the Rockets.
Is it necessary? Christian Wood has got 2 years left on his deal. Is it necessary for them to make the playoffs one of these 2 years for him to be around after this?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the Rockets could always just pay him max, and that might be enough to keep him around. But if Christian Wood is able, when you see Michael Porter Jr. get a max dollar deal for what his what his numbers are on a much better team, granted, but it's not outrageous to think Christian Wood is going to be up in that, he's going to be up around the $30 million plus range. And if you're the Rockets, Do you want to pay him that? And if you're Christian Wood, even if they do you want to stay there if another team will offer you the same amount of money and a better chance to win? If the Rockets are competitive, yeah, I think it becomes the Rockets' decision about whether or not they want to keep Christian Wood.